Hey, it's Trey, and welcome back to the desk, and welcome to Midday with Trey. Let's get started. Oh, I just threw myself over there. And let's see, we've got about this much of the book to go, but we made good progress. Look, we've done this in the past 2 days. Look at that. Okay, so let's work on it. Happy Friday, y'all. You looking forward to a good weekend? Jeremy has to work, so that sucks. I had a card. There it is. I got my glue a little lumpy in there, so I'm going to use my little credit card to smooth it out. Most of the time I don't even bother in these books, but that was a real bad lump because I had left my glue sitting here, so there was a little sparty spot that was sticky. So I have to say I'm really enjoying using this glass as my glue sticker rather than my lid, because when I put it on my lid and I reach over and pick it up, the lid comes too, but when it's on my glass it may pull up a little bit, but yeah, I'm really enjoying that. Sorry to anybody who was listening with headphones. I'm sure that was very unpleasant. They're like, what the hell? Oh, I believe this glue stick's about gone. It's a pretty little tree, though. Let's see what else we can get into. Trying to mix them up here. That's pretty. Yeah, it's at the end. And I'm not prepared. Let me find my palette knife. Okay. Get rid of this. I don't need that. And what I do is first I clean off my palette knife because I didn't bother to clean it off after I used it, because what's the point of that? Because I was done with it. That's future Tracy problem. Alright, I just wipe out as much as I can, and then I just put it on my little palette right there. And I just wipe it on the back of the picture. And usually, I mean, I can usually get 2 or 3 pictures out of it. So, come on, guys. You know I'm frugal. I make art out of trash. I mean, what else says I'm frugal? Oh, shoot. I just remembered I was supposed to send Nisa a link to something, and I didn't. Sorry, niece. Sorry, Nisa. Sorry, Nisa. Everybody in the comments below say, sorry, Nisa. What am I doing? I have no idea. I just decided I wanted to rip that up, and then I put that other shape there, and then I thought that looks cool, and now I'm playing with it. See, that's what happens when you do things just mindlessly and just weird things start to take shape. Do I have any more glue left? No. Let me reach over here. And who will it be? It is Elmer's. Welcome to the channel, Elmer's. We're glad you're here. I'm trying to use up this Elmer's. I got like, over here I have Elmer's and Dollar Tree. I wanted to say Dollar General so bad. Dollar Tree glue, like Jot. And then after that's gone, I've got 2 boxes of Amazon glue. So, but I'm trying to use all this up first because I bought it first. And therefore, I want to use it before it goes bad. Because yes, it will go bad. Because it will air out. It will dry out. It will air out. It will dry out and then it will be worth snotty snot. It'll be snot worth it. Again, playing with the concept of one image ripped apart. Why not? So there you go, guys. This was one image. Y'all saw it, one image. And now it is more of an abstract background. You look, even that, I just shifted it over. That's all it is. I got snotty hands now. I do like the purple glue. It's probably one of my favorites. The Elmer's purple glue. But it does snot up really good. Did we miss a page? Is that how we got going backwards? Maybe so. Look at this guy. He's a cool. I like that. I like the purple because I can see exactly where I put it. Oh no! That usually means work. Hold on. Oh good, nothing that I need to take care of, but at least let me respond that I got it. Let's continue. I'm blessed that I can film during my work day. That is such a blessing. But it also means that that sometimes things come up that I have to either take care of or at least have to respond to. And luckily that one was just a, hey, is my file out there? And I'm like, yes it is, because they were having, it was a client that was having some connection issues. And they were wanting to confirm that there was a file out there so they could see if they were actually connecting or, not. Because it was showing on their side that it was connected. They weren't seeing anything, so. And then we were showing on our side, they weren't even, I don't know, it was weird. I don't know, it was a weird network thing. I try not to get involved in the networks because I'm a computer programmer and that is my passion, not networks. And I won't bore you with work talk. This looks like Trillium. Oh, it is. I love Trillium. I did have some. I only had like one really good place of shade in my yard, and I did have some there. But then I got some Honesty, otherwise known as money plant, and it kind of took over that area. And I don't know if it killed the trillium or if the trillium just didn't like it there, because it wasn't really all that shady. So, and trillium is a forest plant, and that was not like a forest area. But now in my yard, I've got an area that I think I could use as foresty type. So I think I may try again. I used to also have some really pretty toad lilies growing under that tree. But last year they didn't bloom. I don't know what was up with that. They did leaf out, and I thought, ooh, but then they didn't bloom. So I just don't know if maybe we got like a late frost or something. And I don't remember, or something happened. It seems like they got some kind of trauma. But sometimes that will happen to plants. If they run into trauma, they will not bloom for a year. So I don't know what happened, but they didn't bloom, and it was sad because I love them. They're so cute. However, I was blessed with a whole bunch of their Lucifer Cosmosis. I don't remember what they're called, but they're a bulb. But I love them. They're so beautiful. Around August, they just pop up with this fetching red. It's just shocking red. It's so awesome. It's just so perfect for the garden. I'm actually working on expanding some of my garden this year, which is kind of, funny considering last year I didn't get out and garden hardly at all. So sad. I felt so bad. Everybody was like posting all this stuff. Oh yeah, I'm working in the yard, and all these amazing projects that they're doing. And meanwhile, me and my husband are working our asses off. We just, oh man, he and I probably spent most of 2020 just exhausted, because he works in healthcare, and so do I. In a way, we do billing, so it was a crazy time for sure. Because the job still had to get done. We just didn't have people there to do it. And I was one of the people that was set up to work remotely. Therefore, I did it. I did the things. But this year, we brought people back, so it's good. I don't have to do as much. Therefore, I can film during the day, which I couldn't really do last year. Okay, I'm getting all these little bits and bobs over here. I put them in my bits and bobs book. Oh, isn't she pretty? Let's put her down. Apparently, all these came from a gardening magazine, so let's, dang it. Let's get some more pictures. Oh, these are all nature too. So, is that what I'm down to? Are we just down to nature? If so, we'll just start ripping stuff up. Ah! I almost cussed. I try not to cuss too much on here. How much do you all mind that I cuss? I just try, like I said before, I try to kind of keep it family friendly because, I want you to be able to watch with your toddler in the room. I can remember those days of Kenan playing and his cartoons being on in the background or whatever, and him halfway paying attention to it. And I would be listening to a video on my laptop, like sitting on the couch, watching him watch Polar Express for the millionth time. Or Monster House. That was a big one. Hit me up with the movies that your kids watch. Let's see. Polar Express year round. Loved it. Loved it. He loved it. Monster House. That was a real big one. Real big one. Monster House. He also loved. I'm trying to think of the. Shoot. Arthur on PBS. He watched it all the time. Thomas. There it is. Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh my word. Oh my word. Obsessed. Absolutely obsessed with that. Train with a face. To me, I think it's creepy, but he loved it. And I have to say, it was very relaxing to watch. So relaxing. Because it's just, a story. And I really think that's what he loved about it the most, was that it was relaxing and it was someone telling him a story, because he retained stories and stuff really, really well. And I think that's really what he liked about it. And honestly, that's what I liked about it. We both liked Arthur. I liked Arthur. I thought that was a good show. He watched Caillou for a while. That got on my nerves. But it did give us an opportunity a lot of times to talk about Caillou, who's like bad actions, I'd be like, oh gosh, Caillou's being a brat, Sesame Street was big. I loved Sesame Street growing up too, and Mr. Rogers. Those were mine. I'm trying to think what other movies he watched over and over again. He loved Teen Titans. That was a big one. But yeah, mainly Polar Express and Monster House. Oh. There was something else that was like I think it was these cartoons that Target put out for Halloween there for a while. That's my husband. He'll call me here in a minute now. That's I'm going to call you in about 15 minutes warning. So I can wrap up whatever I'm doing to talk to him. I don't remember the name of it. It was actually a cute little series. It was a lot like, the Addams Family. And I was kind of hoping they'd continue to do it, because Kenan really liked it and I liked it too. Of course, I love Halloween. Although many Christians tell me I shouldn't, but I do, and I can't help it. You love what you love, and I love it. I love the spookier sides of life. That's what I'm drawn to. Maybe it's because I did experience death early in my life. Who knows? I have come to believe in this life that it ain't none of my business what you do in yours. And I 100% believe that, because I can tell you right now, God don't need me to talk to you about anything. He can do it himself. He made a donkey talk. He don't need me. And he wants to reach somebody, he will. He doesn't need a Christian jumping down their throat. And I also realize his ways are higher than my ways, and so he understands things in a way that I don't. I just come to realize in my lifetime that I don't think things are quite as I thought they were when I was younger or whatever. And I don't even know what I mean by that. Maybe it's things that I would scoff at when I was young. Today I would take pause and consider. Go, possible. That's possible. Maybe because we've just seen so many incredible things in our lifetime that we're just like, yeah, it could happen. Diamond rings falling from the sky? Yeah, sure. Totally could happen. Just diamonds falling? Yeah, I believe it. Oh, we're at 21. Let's see. I need to step up my game. We ain't going to get done. I'm over here rambling out of my head. Excuse me. And then yawning on top of that. I'm sure everybody enjoyed that. I don't know where that ramble came from. I guess it all comes back to this for my beliefs. If anybody asks me what I believe we're here to fish, not clean up the fishbowl. And by fish, I mean love people. That's all God wants us to do. He just wants us to love on people, to see people. I think that's the hardest thing in our society right now, is that people just don't see each other anymore. They just see themselves. It's all about me, 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 and nobody sees their neighbor. Nobody, I don't know. It's sad. I like her, but her hands don't quite fit. Poop. Shall I sideways you? Maybe I will. The evidence. I wished. I'm yawning again. I wish I'd have brought something to drink in here. But I did not. I used to love to play out in the rain when I was a kid. And my grandmother used to never let me. I'd be like, please, I want to play in the rain. But I do remember there was a few times that she let me. So fun. I also remember one time I fell on the concrete, busted my butt so hard. It hurt so badly. I was so embarrassed. Oh, y'all, let me tell you about this dream I used to have as a kid. It was a reoccurring dream. And I dreamed that there was like a night that you could go outside and you could look up into the sky and they would project a movie onto the sky. And I still remember that like it was yesterday. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost like a memory. And for the longest time, I thought it was real. I thought it really happened. I wonder if it was like one of my very first dreams. And it's just stuck with me so strongly because of that. But for the longest time, like I said, I thought it was real, and I probably didn't even realize it wasn't real until I was in my teens and I dreamed it again. And then when I did, I realized, yo, dude, that's not a memory. That's impossible. That can't happen. That did not happen. It kind of threw me into a wild thing because I'm like, no, dude, that's a memory. I had a little existential crisis there because I was like, no, man, I remember that. I can remember it so well. And that's true. So, in all honesty, I know it was a dream, but in my brain, it's a memory. It is absolutely a memory. It's great. It's just wild. But me and Nisa were talking recently about dreams, and she was talking about that one thing that she always dreams is a combination uh, school and zoo. And it's one of the reoccurring things that shows up in her dreams. And I thought it was funny because, yeah, there's reoccurring places that show up in my dreams. Like if I dream about my house, it's not really my house. It's like a different house, but I know it's my house. But it's usually the same house that I always dream about. It's weird. So, anybody else do anything like that? It's crazy. So crazy. There was something else she had told me. I don't remember. One thing I always dream about, even still, is about school. Only now I dream that I can't remember. I can't remember where my locker is, or I can't remember where my classes are. Or if I have found my locker, I don't remember my combination. But not remembering my combination is becoming less and less. And not remembering my schedule or not being able to find my locker is becoming more and more when I have that dream. That looks cool, don't it? The way they lined up. See? Happenstance. Happenstance, guys. Stances that happen. Oh, one thing that I dream and I hate. Oh, I absolutely hate this. Every single time I dream about my husband, it's never Jeremy. It's always my ex-husband. I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Not too long, and me and Jeremy been married for 10 freaking years. I mean, it's not like we're newlyweds. But anyways, there has been a time recently that I did dream, and it was Jeremy, and I was so happy. That was like one of the first times. I think I've done it every once in a while, but usually it's always my ex-husband, and I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? Isn't that so pretty? I like that. I think I may save that for my personal journal. Is this Winterberry? It looks like it. Winterberry, I'm going to rip you up, dude. Because you're a little too big for my books. You got Grow here. Grow's also a little big, so you're also going to be ripped apart. With no remorse. None whatsoever. Just rip you right in half. Or whatever comes off. Don't even care. I'm all like, just get on my page. Do whatever you want. There. I like this. That's pretty. Yeah, we'll do that. That's what we will do. I have a feeling that the longer these midday with trays go on, the stranger and stranger what I talk about will be. It'll be all like, I always thought the Smurfs would probably taste like blueberries. Comment down below on what you think the Smurfs would taste like. And then all my comments would be all like, well, I think Grandpa Smurf would probably be fermented. Oh. People were going, what have I stumbled upon? These people are weird. Oh, look at this beautiful circuit board. Oh, I love it. Look at all those capacitors. Oh, I just want to touch them. Oh, there's nothing like it to me than a nice row of capacitors. I can't even read them anymore. I'm so sad. Oh, I don't even know what ohms they are. I can't read them anymore. Oh. So I started off at ITT and I learned a lot about tech. So I learned how to build circuit boards and all that, and I loved it. That's where I met my first husband. My first love was always computer programming, but I was just a little too old. Hold on. What I mean by too old is I had to wait for technology to catch up, because when I went to college to study programming, which is what I wanted to do right off, and I got in there and they were talking about mini computers and microcomputers, and all that stuff was already starting to be on its way out. Because that was like 89. So all that stuff was starting to go away, and personal PCs were starting to take off, and that was what I was interested in. But they didn't have any classes in that. It was all mainframes and stuff like that. I even had to do like something on punch cards. And I was like, no, this is old technology. This is not doing me any good. And I got frustrated and I quit. So, and then when I was in my late 20s, gosh, Nisa, I don't remember, how old were we? We graduated at what, 98? So I was 28. So how old were you, Nisa? But I went and got my computer sciences thing. Then I became a computer programmer. That's where I met Nisa. Was at school. I made her be my best friend. And I'm still making her be my best friend all these years later. She even moved all the way to Paducah, Kentucky. And yet here I am still demanding that she be my best friend long distance. Y'all keep Nisa in your prayers today, because her little fur baby is going in for an operation. And honestly, it's just a minor operation that you really shouldn't cause any concern. But recently he had a splinter in his mouth and they had to sedate him, and he had an awful reaction. So now simple procedure equals worrisome in the worst way. Although the vet did assure niece that they wrote all over Titus's chart that about his problem. It worries. She's a worrier anyways. Niece is not happy unless she's worrying about something. In fact, she probably woke up yesterday and went, "Oh no, I have nothing to worry about today." And then she worried about it all day. I can say these things because I'm her best friend. Amber is mad at me because I used my printer that's over here next to me, and I had a bunch of books that were sitting in front of it, so I just shifted them over. Well, that's where she likes to sit and look out the window, and she was just on the back of my chair, and I didn't realize it, but what she was wanting was to jump over in her place, but I didn't realize that, I'd forgotten I had done that. So she was waiting for me to clean it off, and then I didn't, so she left with a little, like, dang, girl, you so sassy. Coffee and roses. I don't know. I kind of want to trim these down, but I'm like, nah, they're small enough that I can sand them. Oh, we're so close. I think we're going to do it. I think we are. How exciting, guys. I still don't have a darn clue of what I'm going to do with all these glue books when I finish them. I'm going to have to build a little she shed in the back. That was really hard for me to say. She shed in the back so that I can house all my finished glue books. Oh, what's that you got in the back? Oh, that's just my wife's art journals. She had a lot of things to work out. It's fine. That didn't rip the way I wanted it, but it is what it is now, right, guys? Because this is our is what it is journal. All my journals are is what it is journals. Come on. Let's say the truth. Do I want to put them on the same page? I don't. Sorry, guys. I am yawning once again like a creep. I'll do this. And that way you can't even tell if there's a hand there or not. While the hand is sticking on to me. Well, don't forget about me. Like I said, that's the only thing I really don't like about Elmer's is that it gets on your fingers and it just sticks everywhere. Oh, look at this cute poster of mushrooms. I love it. I love it. There's several of them there. Oh, look at these trees. How pretty. How pretty. Immediately rips it. I mean, you've met me. You know how it goes around here. Let's put a brain in the trees. There we go. I'll go ahead and put another mushroom right here since I'm holding it. Why not? I don't. That's what this is. It's a couple girls walking, so you look like a couple of fun guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here next week. Like I said, I want to stick to everything. Just go ahead and put you there. We'll put you on here too. We'll just stick all the green things on here. There you go. There's some more green. Here's a green. Sticking down the green things. Yeah, I'm sticking down the green things. What's wrong, Amber? What's wrong? Amber? Amber? Oh no, here comes Willow. I tell you, I cannot have a relationship with M. Because Willow just sticks herself right in the middle of it. She's coming in here right now. Just to make sure she's not left out of anything. Even though nothing's going on. Now Amber's trying to get her to play. She's like, since you're in here. Well, it's more like, I'm going to go back to sleep. I thought there might be food. Which I don't know why, because Amber's not food motivated, where Willow is 100% food motivated. She is a chunk. She's my little chunk. Take a drink of my poison here. Nectar of the gods. Sweet. I get my shot today at 4:30. Wish me luck. Oh, I like that. That's beautiful. There's a bee. So I guess a lot of these came from my mushroom catalog. I can't remember what that Seattle company is called now. I took mushrooms, me and Jeremy. I can't remember what mix it was now. But I really didn't notice a difference, so I just kind of stopped. Although I probably should start again with a better blend. All right, we're done. Look at this little chunk monster. So next, what I'll do is I'll sand down the edges. And we'll also check to make sure there's no pages that we missed. And we'll also, you know, we'll check that as we go through. Because I'm sure there might be a page or two that we missed. But it's fine. Alright, so I got these little bits and bobs. So let me get my bits and bobs book. Yes, I'm still in my penguins. Don't judge me. This is my little bits and bobs book right now. It's about finished. I just threw out a bunch of stuff in here when I was cleaning out some old fodder. I just threw a bunch of stuff in here, so. And this is what this book is it just becomes a bunch of mishmash of papers. Hello, Willow. Hello, Willow. You're not going to talk? Well, I'm not going to say anything? Come on, Willow. Come on, Willow. Come on. Come on, baby. What a good girl. What a good girl. Her jumped up. Did y'all happen to hear any of her little squeaky squeaks? I love her little tiny tail. Willow's over here exploring the printer and wondering why all the books have been moved. So Dede has one of these, and she calls hers like a desk journal. And then she makes like collages out of them, just like everything. But I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing with this. I just decided just to get all the little tiny pieces like this that kind of get left over after a project, put them in a book and see what happens. See how much paper it can hold. Right? I mean, what's it going to hurt? Who knows? Maybe I'll collage it like I do my other stuff. I'll probably end up doing that. But for now, it's just a means to just, I don't know, do something. Try something. That's 100% of my art. Let's just try this. Let's try this and see what happens. See, this is the thing that I don't understand about people and art. They're like, I'm just too scared to do that. Why? I'm too scared to color in my color book. Why? Well, I may mess it up. Well, then go to another page. I mean, if you're afraid to screw it up, what are you waiting on? How are you going to get better? Are you just going to magically wake up one day and be better? Is that what it is? No, that's not going to happen. I'm going to keep these. I like those. That's a big nothing. I'll glue this down. All right, I'm going to put my glue up. I'm going to be a good girl. All right, we've got about 10 minutes. So let's go back to our original glue book here. With our matte medium on it, which first of all, I don't know if I like the matte medium, but I guess it's okay. I'm looking for my white paint pen. Oh, it's in the living room. Well, goodness. As soon as I sat back down, I just heard coughing. It's all them cigarettes, all them Camel cigarettes. Yeah, it's just called allergies in the South, I tell you. So, I shook this up real good as I was walking, but seems to be doing pretty good. The girls are playing. I don't know where they were, but I heard them both jump down and look real guilty as I was walking to the living room. I don't know where they were, but they were definitely someplace they were not supposed to be. They both looked real guilty and slunk by me to go hide. I'm like, oh, but I looked around. They didn't actually. Oh no, I smeared it. They didn't actually mess up anything. Here we go. No, they didn't destroy anything. More than likely they were prowling on the bookshelves of the living room. Which honestly, if I was a cat and there was all those bookshelves, I wouldn't be able to resist myself either. Surprised they haven't knocked more things down off the bookshelf, actually. I like that. That makes her pop out a little bit more. What do you think? On this, we'll just do a little bit of that. I don't think she really needs anything. Well, maybe we might pop her out a little bit since she's got that white behind her. We'll just go ahead and outline her too, just in a sketchy kind of manner. Just adding some highlights. Here we go. I wrote on her. I don't know if I want to outline her or not. I kind of like her just kind of in the background. But I do want to outline her. She's already got a white outline, but I want to make that much, much bigger. I really want her to pop. Little ballerina. Ah! I just stuck my thumb in the white paint. That sucks. I am so messy. So very messy. I don't want it to transfer to the other page. It's pretty thick. Okay, I'm going to think I'm going to go ahead and finish this while I'm sitting here, but I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed your lunch with me. have a great day, and I'll see you next time where we'll sand that sucker down. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday. Bye.